I started opening up this box and I figured to myself, why don't I do a video of it? Who knows? Maybe somebody's never seen this. But anyway, this is a Powerfist pressure washer, or pressure sandblaster. 20-pound capacity. 170 bucks plus taxes. Didn't want anything that cost me hundreds of dollars. I just need something to get by, so hopefully this will do it. So let's have a look inside. Okay, looks like we've got 3 legs. Oh, that's a really skookum thing. A cap for something. Keep pressure in, I would imagine. Okay. Got a bag of bits and bobs. Another little box of something. Pressure gauge. Air hose, or not an air hose, a hose. Now that would probably be an air hose. Funnel, that'll come in handy, I suppose. And a big blue tank. And another little box here. Oops. Water filter. Okay. And directions. Just in case you really don't know how to assemble it, which I probably don't. So we'll have to read those. Legs go on there, and it looks like it needs some screws. That'll be with the bag of bits and bobs, I would imagine. I better turn them the right way around. I think it'd be nice if it had wheels. Might have to figure out how to do that. Although, put wheels on it and pull it over, it's probably apt to tip over. Four ball valves. Okay. Unknown something or others. Pressure release. Hose clamps. More unknown stuff. And various connectors and adapters. And 3 cotter pins. 3 cotter pins, 3 legs. That seems pretty obvious without even looking at the book. And 4 ceramic blasting tips. seems kind of floppy. I'd rather use a bolt. Yeah, whatever. Oh. Let's see what they say in the directions. Personal safety, specific safety, personal precautions, abrasive blasting precautions. Do not use sand or silicate particulate dust as an abrasive. Sand or silica particulate dust can result in lethal lung disease, known as silicosis. Air tool precautions, air hose precautions, unpacking. Do not operate tool if any part is missing. Alright. Place the tank on a table. Well, the floor is going to have to do. Slide each leg onto a post and secure with a cotter pin. Well, figured that out already. Thread the safety valve into the hole at the top of the tank. Okay. I would imagine it'd be that one. I better get some soap. There we go. It's even got the Teflon tape. How about that? Well, I'm going to put that aside because it's a full pack and use up one of my other ones that ain't so full. Strange thing is, they don't say anything about putting silicone on it or Teflon tape on it, nor do they tell you that you better put it on the right direction. That's very bizarre. So I guess you got to know some stuff before you work with this. Okay, it looks like a 14 mil. Oh yeah, still doing pretty good with guessing. To assemble the air inlet assembly, accomplish the following. Oh yeah, there we go. Thread the pipe, number 7. I don't know which one's number 7. Ah, there we go. That would be number 7. Into number 8. I'm guessing that looks like it's a number 8. I hope that's a number 8. Okay. Wonder if it matters which hole. We have a number 9. I'm guessing that's a number 9 that goes into there. I'll have to tighten these things afterwards. Let's get them assembled so far. And number 12. For the hose connector. I'm guessing that's a hose connector. Pictures kind of leave a lot to be desired. That's an air inlet, and they want that as a connector? Really? It just doesn't seem right. Three pressure gauge at the top of the T connector. Pressure gauge. So it'll go into there. Now, want this puppy. Get the old fit everything wrench. Does this have an in and out? Yes, it does. Put another nipple into the side of that. Where's my... There it is. And another tap. Ball valve, whatever you want to call it. I have no idea what they're calling a bloody air inlet. Okay, I'm kind of stumped here. I don't know what the hell they're calling an air inlet. I have to look it up on Google and see what an air inlet looks like. Back in a bit. Okay, seeing as this fits my snap-on air hose adapter, I'm figuring that's the air inlet adapter. So we're going to go with that. Simply because nothing else seems to work. Yeah, the images are really quite awful. Let's see if I can get this in here. Yeah, the images are pretty awful as to tell you what part's what. You got this tiny thing that fits into that tiny thing, and we don't know what the tiny thing is because you can't see it too clear. So, use your brains. Figure it out. If you got it together backwards, it won't work. Okay, and then this whole thing connects up to that, but I've got to tighten this in there for sure. Get a small pipe wrench here. And good thing I got one of these. Basically just a modified propane tank. That's cool. And this portion is for going into the bottom of the tank, and apparently this number 9 is wrong. You want this number 9 because it's got a chamfer in it. Who'd have guessed? So you got two different parts called number 9. Awesome. Don't mix that up. That's the other number 9. So basically all you need to put this together is a small adjustable wrench, a small pipe wrench, a pair of pliers for the cotter pins, and a little bit of smarts at figuring things out because the images are way too small. And that's going to be enough room? No, that's not going to be enough room to do that. That's got to go the other way. That has to go on the other way because it has to be down like that in order to be on, not up into the machine. You'll never get past the tank. That way. And then turn it off and then put it on. Keeping the chamfered end to go into the tank. Now I need the other Teflon tape. Damn, that's tough stuff. I'm guessing. Yeah, this really doesn't make a lot of sense here. Number 13. I don't know where number 13 is. It just points to a hose. I'm guessing it's not that one. It's probably this one. That would be number 12. That's not number 12. This is 12. Bleeding hell. didn't tighten it anyway. Good. I don't want to put that on just yet. I need to connect that to 222. That goes there. Oh joy. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a break for lunch. I'm getting hungry. I'll be back in a bit. Abrasive hose. I'm guessing they're showing that little short thing. That's supposed to be the abrasive hose. That'd probably be that. Okay, you also need a knife. Cut those things open. And a screwdriver. Is that a 14? Oh, clamps. That's 14. Okay. So we need this. I'm guessing that fits in there. Yeah, that looks like it. Oh, different size holes. So we have 2 large holes and 2 small holes. Okay. Well, I'm going to go with a large hole. Now, I do not know what that's for. Looks like a tap washer. Huh. I'm missing where that's supposed to go. Where is, I don't even know where that is. Well, that's not cool. Add a nozzle gasket. Oh, I guess that's the nozzle gasket. I can see that being torn all to hell. But who knows? Probably no sense putting... better put some Teflon there. Don't need it on the other end because it's going into a rubber gasket, or a rubber washer. And that will be levered on hand tight, I'm sure. Okay, that's the wrong way around. I unless you want to get your wrist sandblasted every time you turn it on and off. Okay. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, that's the right way around. Now, that's supposed to be everything's together. That'll work that way. And that works. And the bottom one's the right way around. Everything's supposed to be together. Now, I'm taking that's that, and that washer goes, or rubber O-ring goes there. And there we be. Okay. Well, that's to put together. I will come back a little bit later for the trial run. Yeah, there's a parts breakdown in the back of the book, but it's not much better than the directions for near the installations. And we got 9, 9, 9, and 9, and 9. But this one is supposed to be different because it has a chamfer for the sand to pour through. So why are you having that called a 9 when it's in a separate package with special instructions? Yeah, the directions are not the greatest. You can get by, but it is a bit confusing. I mean, those directions, you can't tell what parts what going where. You just can't. But it can be done. Anyway, I'm going to fill it up with air. I'm not going to take pictures of it blasting sand out of it because I don't want sand in my camera. But I'll show beginning and end results. Okay, I've got my airline hooked up. I'll turn it on. And aha, a regulator. Not just an air filter, a regulator. I guess I better see how much pressure this thing's supposed to go at. Okay, we're supposed to be operating at between 90 and 125 psi. Yeah, there's 92. That valve's open. That valve's open. And now we should be able to just open that valve. Oh yeah, that's got some potency. Okay, I guess we're ready to give it a try at the sandblast level, at the blasting level. Not entirely certain how much open these valves are supposed to be. It does say you're supposed to open the trigger valve fully. That's the trigger valve, I take it. You're supposed to have it open fully. It seems to be the only one that would actually get... No, that one will... get under there. That one will be... have sand running past it too. So... I'm not sure if that's that bad of a trickle, but you might have to control that one. We'll find out and report back. I'm going to blast this little area in between here because it's nasty, part of it's nasty, and just see what this thing does for a test run. Well, it seems to work good. Other than the fact that it kept plugging because I think I got crappy sand. So rather than working up there all the time, I worked down here too. And it really tore holes into that because that's pretty weak. But yeah, it works like a damn. I'm going to have to get better sand because that's, I believe, what the problem is. That's my review of that. Forgot to mention, by way of comparison, I blasted this area with my siphon feed, and you can see it got nowhere near getting down to metal. So, to heck with the siphon feed, we're going with this beastie.